Give a shout out to Brooklyn, New York, and the Bronx, New York.
They're not speaking about community involvement, and they're not doing things that's on another level other than commercial. Commercial, if we're just the consumers in the world, and we're not dealing with the business aspect of life, then we need to get these people off the radio. Turn the radio off and do something for our own selves. They were supposed to be on our side, but what they did, they divided. They divided with different ideologies, different people in religions, and different people in politics, and different games of power. See, each section of this division has kept our power of unity to a halt. We could not put 100% of our defense against those who speak with forked tongue and those who have been our proven enemy. It is a sad day on earth when I have to speak the truth and the reason for all the evil on the earth. The record of deeds and the misdeeds for these people speaks for itself. We can now see and literally put our hands, mind on those who have fooled our parents. Today with the DNA and other testings, we can now verify the fact of who is who on the planet Earth. Isn't it strange how so many people can celebrate the founders of this country each year with Independence Day and other holidays? Well, holidays are clearly related to the many millions of Africans or Indians and others who make this country what it is today. One must realize that the foundation was a dream that the founding forefathers of Europe wrote. Through trials and error, many have learned how to make it work. Through war and sickness, we have endured the many tests of time. We now have a better constitution and a governing body that helps keep order and justice. This time that we are living in now is a time to review the past and put the corrections on the conduct of those that was before us. This is what makes this country so great. We in the United States of America is a great country because in time, the perfection of the religious values that are written in the laws of the Most High will reign. There are many levels to this lie that we call life. But we are striving to continue with the stamina of those that fought and made peace in the beginning. All treaties and pacts that was adopted in the Constitution must be held up to the letter of the law. The federal laws and the state statutes, along with the city regulations, must all bring clarity to the inhabitants of the inner cities as well as the countryside. We must stop the one-sided version of life and employ the teachings of all leaders. We must regain the scriptures of truth and honesty that was represented by the many truths and oaths, agreements and visions that those who was before us seen. Be it known to a few that the same people that signed the Constitution are here today in different names. Scientists today all agree on DNA testing and the descendancy of all man's lives in their blood. The fact of you being a duplicate of your mother or your father is not spoken of because of the controversy that would acquire if it was proven that the same people who said that they came to Africa and took us to America was true. Due to the propaganda and control of the news media, those who are in technically controlled have led many to believe. This belief has stopped the production of many billions of people. Let it be known that the lies that are told every day and now put to an end. The contribution of their plan is stopped. The continuation of their plan is stopped. The people that you see today are the same people that you have seen in the past. Birth and death has no bearing on the future. The so-called past is only the reminder of the future. The future is a coming attraction. The life that we are living has already ended. We are just living through it. We are just living it out. We are just living it out. The instructions of our continuation is and was always written down in the minds and hearts of those who were chosen. It is not a mystery that there is only one type of man, the human man. He is first divided from himself by himself. Himself is the other part called woman. Today, many political scientists and professional philosophers have convinced the mass of the population, both male and female, that they are different. Both male and female are incomplete without each other. As long as you can be tricked into thinking like those who hate you, you will be in their grips of doom. Through technology and deception, you are more than fooled. You are left clueless to the reality of your existence. One thing that you have to think about is that you are that man and woman, two that are paired as one, both opposite in nature, one. The truth of your proper connection has been cut off. So this day, the heaven and earth has joined in on the production of love. Love is the union of man and woman. Love has no color, and its companionship brings the reality to social living. A society without marriage would not have safeguards in its protection and longevity. We will not speak of the ills of society that has survived, that has severed the attraction of what is real. Today, people are living in a staged world, a world of illusion. This procedure has been done for so long that the majority of people that think that it is normal. This is why the expression of many will be called to the light of truth. These many will not be accepted and will live in a vacuum. This vacuum will appear to be normal. The chosen will be small in number, but concentrated in knowledge and wisdom. The environment will be condensed, like the nucleus of a circle, small and perfected. Body parts are being used as a means of controlling you. The breast of the woman is no longer being used for the continuation of yourself through birth. It is used to give you a false pleasure and a thrill. You have lost touch with reality and responsibility of the self. You are supposed to be one. This is why you are attracted to the opposite sex. Today, through regulation of lies called license, and statutes called laws, and ordinance, you have been put into a wrong thought pattern. Lungs, eyes, and operations of hearts. You are walking in the shadow of those people who do not know what is going on. The name professor or professed is a title that reminds them that they do not know. They profess to know. The word or is the attribute for the pagan god of fire, of Chaldea. This deity was and is taken from the or Europe, Chaldea. Also the rope or Europe or rope. Erupt, the land, the people who worship the fire. The word doc and doctor is really two words that also remind them of the position that they are to daily take. The word dock means to take out. Example, to dock your pay or hour. And tour or tour in the word doctor is the 3 shifts of the 8 hours that is used in forced labor. Today labor is called work, job, career, or employment. But when a woman is having a child, she goes into labor. This labor is the production of their daily plan to achieve greatness from the work of the ignorant. Still, they still try to trick you. Many of you profess to know the truth, but only imitate what you hear from those whose birthright gives them the right to say. Fake teachers and people who claim to have authority over you are stuck in a lie, which they believe is the truth. Holidays on the radio fill your mind with half-truths and commercial lies, information that does not add on to your dignity and high standard of living on earth. What are holidays? Holidays are the Europeans' way of having holy days,